Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode here on the Echelon Cycling Podcast, available on Spotify as always. And as always, I'm joined by the two other cycling nerds as well, Patrick Blake of Outdo Cycling and Ewan Wilson, Mr. Career himself. And today we're doing a tier list. And Ewan, do you want to explain what tier lists are and what we're trying to do today before the Giro Tire?
Well, if you've been on the internet over the past couple of years, I'm sure you're familiar with tier lists. But in this video, we will be ranking the teams of the Giro d'Italia based on their strength against each other. So for the teams that we think are going to light up the race and spice up the Giro d'Italia, they're going to go towards legendary at the top. And for the teams that we think are going to be sort of a little bit more lackluster, we'll put them towards the bottom in mediocre. And why are they here? It sounds harsh, but sometimes it's true. So with the Giro scheduled in just a couple of days' time, we don't have the official team sheet up yet, but we have a very, very strong start list based on rumours and some team announcements already that we will be basing this one off, beginning with Tudor Pro Cycling, who are making their Grand Tour debut at the Giro this year.
I don't know why, I've just decided I'm jumping in here. And I'm going to decide where Tudor Pro Cycling is going. Taking a look at their team, Trentin Dainese, Robin Froidovo, Alexander Kamp, Krieger, Meyerhofer, Storer and Stork. That was a tongue twister. It's very sprinter orientated around Alberto Dainese, who isn't like the most prolific sprinter unless it's stage 18 and it's really flat in the final week. I just think that it's a bit limited in terms of support for Michael Storer. I would have liked to have seen maybe some other climbing kind of support here for the breakaways. I just think it's very limited to just sprint stages where there's already so much talent. For me, it's either solid or mediocre. Don't know. What do you guys think? Do you reckon that's fair, or would you put them somewhere else?
I think this is good. Based on the fact, I know we're not comparing it within themselves, but you know, that they are a pro-continental team from the second division of cycling, and they have some real headline acts here. Matteo Trentin, former Giro stage winner. Michael Storer, former Grand Tour stage winner. Dainese, not a prolific sprinter. He's got 3 Grand Tour stage wins in the past 2 years. That's pretty good. I know he's at a different team now, hasn't quite been winning as much with Tudor Pro Cycling, but I have strong faith that they will get a sprint stage win out of this, and I think that's a good result for a team of their level. And then you have Michael Storer for the mountain breakaways. I don't think he's going to be going up there for GC, but he has a decent chance of getting a stage win up in the mountains. For me, it's a solid team. Scott, you're going to have to split this one.
I actually have to agree with you, and I think Dainese is slept on quite a lot as well, considering that he's won 3 stages. And we need to put some respect on his name. Anyways, going to Polti Cometa with the... It's actually grown on me, this kit. Which pains me to say. And no Lorenzo Fortunato, which Ewan's going to be very sad about. No Albanese, but like, what team are they bringing here this year?
Matteo Fabro.
Oh,
my man, Matteo Fabro.
Here we go. Just forgot about this.
His results haven't been quite as good this year. I'm actually going to say that Polti is the weakest team on tour.
No. God.
I think they are. I think Polti are not delivering the goods this year.
I'm going to go with mediocre.
Yeah,
it's got my biases, one of which did win a stage last year.
It's gone.
What do you mean it's gone? There's been no counter argument. What kind of course is this?
2 versus 1.
Alright. Jayco, they are who have they got? They got Plap, who got spat hard at Romandy and actually can't time trial somehow. It's just straight facts. It's straight facts. You look at Romandy performance. It was just Dunbar. Yeah, it was decent last year. They've got Caleb Ewan here. I mean, on paper, this is just a solid team, right? It's got a GC aspect with some guys who could finish inside of the top 10. It's got a sprinter who hasn't been hitting the mark recently in the last couple of years. Actually, no, to be fair, at all last year, he was actually up there in a couple of sprints in the first week. So I just think it's a solid team.
I agree. It's good on paper. Like it is really sort of decent on paper, but I just have this feeling that it's not going to work out in reality. Like last year, I had a really good race. This year, I'm just not quite so convinced. Zana has not been impressing me this year as much as he was last year. Eddie Dunbar has been Eddie Nowhere in 2024. Kitty Frey's had some illness problems and crashes and whatever, but I just don't think it's going to be quite as sort of magical as last year. Astana, Kazakhstan with a Q.
Do you know what I've just seen? I've just seen Lutsenko has been like provisionally added to the start list of what on Pro Cycle Stats this is.
Legendary.
To the Giro.
Podcast favorite.
Podcast favorite. Are we just going to kind of like override all sense of kind of thinking to just say podcast favorite, put him in legendary? That's it.
For context, for listeners, he was added 20 minutes before now. So this really is truly breaking news. Yeah. Legendary for Lutsenko.
Yeah. Even like without him, they've got like Velasco, Scaroni, Fortunato, Max. Yeah, it's actually like not a bad squad now, but they don't just like focus everything around Cat. When they actually kind of put other people in there, it's actually pretty decent. Legendary. There you go.
Yeah.
Bora.
Oh my god.
Bora is a solid.
Are we just gonna stick? Okay, fine.
Yeah, we are. It's legendary.
The commenters are seething. You're rattled.
There is no logic behind this, people. You can't sway the
What's the logic?
Bora is a solid team. Because
Who's in the team?
Danny Martinez.
Lipovitz.
Maxi Schachmann, who has finally answered my prayers and has gone to the Giro.
That's true. And they've got Welsford and Van Poppel. Van Poppel, who deviated in a sprint in Turkey, and Welsford, who seemingly can't climb very well at all. So I'm not massively hopeful about their chances of lighting things up. I actually think the person who you're most likely to see is Lipovitz now. I just think that given that everything in this team is good, but it's not great, I just think it has to go in solid.
I don't know if Florian Lipovitz has been slipping you money under the table. There's been a lot of airtime. Danny Martinez is still Danny Martinez.
Yeah.
When I say that, I mean he's unpredictable at Grand Tours. But he has ridden a good Giro in the past, and he's been pretty good this year so far. He beat Remco Evenepoel and in Portugal, let's not forget.
Yeah, twice.
I do think it's solid, though. It can't go up any higher than that.
How would we go to very good?
Sasha Vlasov.
Yeah, unironically, actually. Sasha Vlasov.
Right, okay. VF Group, Bardiani, whatever it's called.
I think this is mediocre. They've put their best foot forward, I think, this. I know that's not the criteria, but like Pellizzari, I think, is exciting given his Tour of the Alps performance. I think that they've got Filippo Fiorelli here, who's like a decent sprinter. The returning Dominica Pozzovivo, a little bit of nostalgia in there. I must admit, I can't put them in solid team. Like, this is arguments to keep them out to why they're here. So I'm going to go with mediocre.
I agree. I think they're stronger than Polti. Pippo Fiorelli is criminally underrated. Onelli's decent as well. Pozzovivo in his last Giro, he's going to be there. The little man, well, he's going to be out of his cage, rattling some people.
Wait, wasn't Fiorelli the guy who, when the cab crash, I can't remember who caused it, like, destroyed that hand on the phone?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, good.
But he ended up getting a top 3 in the sprint in Rome at the end of the race.
Yeah, in that very famous cav win, which with a lead out from G.
Alpecin.
Who are Alpecin even bring into this race? I'm not at the start list up right now, and I'm struggling to think who's that. They've got Groves. That's what I remember actually. Groves, Timo Kielik is basically a whole team focused around a sprinter who hasn't actually been performing so well this year. So therefore, this is a mediocre team.
I agree. That's my hot take of the day. Alpecin is mid at the Giro this year.
Yeah.
I think I was so high on the Groves hype last year. I said he was going to win Ciclamino. This year, I cannot stand by that. Timo Kielik is a really good talent, but I don't know if he's going to be cracking top 5 at all in any sprints here.
Yeah, it's his first Grand Tour on it, so they just don't have any climbers in here. They're just fully limited to sprinting stage airtime.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah, to be fair. Yeah, but
he's not winning a mountain stage.
Yeah.
Be real.
Like, it's the team so focused on the stages where nobody wants to watch them, so that airtime's just completely limited. And the Groves just isn't going to win a sprint. I just don't think it's happening.
No, I agree.
Anyway.
I mean, given the other sprinters here as well, Groves hasn't exactly been out competing them this year, so...
Exactly. They should have hedged their bets and gone with some people who can climb a bit, but they haven't, so mediocre. It's cutthroat, this, but
And clearly, Astana legendary. Ineos Grenadiers, they have actually confirmed their squad and are beautiful. Like, I really like the way they announced their teams. And what do you think of this? G returning and quite a solid team around them. In the previous show over on Cycling Day and Extra, Patrick, you were a bit harsh on this team.
Well, it's because they've got 2 climbers to support G. I don't know what they're doing. If they're going to put any pressure on all the other contenders for the podium, they're going to need more than just a Rensman and Foss to try and tighten the screw on the O'Connors and people of the world. Saying that, it is a very good team. Like, it is. It's got G's in there, who's a good podium candidate. Ghana, tried and tested, probably get a TT victory in there. Sheffield's the exciting young gun. The Swifts in there is like the solid supporter. The flat, I think Pucci's in there, just like the mainstay.
Pucci's not made the cut.
Has he not? Oh well,
No.
This team is why the hell are they even here? This has gone downhill really quickly for me then. Oh, I don't like that at all. Who they brought?
Narvaez.
Okay, I'll allow it. Yeah, it is a very good team. It's just not Astana. It's not Lusenko.
I agree. Very good. This actually is a really decent squad. It's not far off being. Oh, do I say that?
What would have to be put in here for it to be legendary?
Egan Bernal.
Yeah, Egan Bernal. Where is
Yeah.
he?
If Bernal was in here instead of,
On a Swift.
yeah, legit. Even if he is from Yorkshire, I do have to agree with you. Like, if Bernal was in here instead of him, this would be an absolutely, grand tour team for the ages. But no. Ineos are boring. So they will be limited to very good until they change their habits.
That's fair. That's an Arkéa.
Binny.
Legendary.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Binny's
no, no,
Binny's
no.
back.
Can't pull it twice.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I've just looked at this team and I'm telling you right now, they're not going to like what we're going to hear. It's mediocre. This is a mediocre team. If you take Binny out of here, look at it. Calmajan, Kevin Colleone, Maddie Michaels will do that's a relatively cool pick. Patilli, Adrian Petit, Dion Smith, and Sid Markensdijk.
I know one name you're missing in there that you want.
Francesco Bussato. Exactly. That's who they should be bringing to this race. But they haven't. So they've failed. I mean, they're lucky they're just out of the bottom tier just for that kind of criminal behaviour alone. But Ewan agrees with me.
I do agree.
Yeah,
I think without Binny, this would be a lost cause. I think we are in for an Intermarché flop, Giro. I can't wait to see Lidl and Calmajan finish 13th in a mountain stage breakaway stage, and see Simone Petali maybe wear the mountains jersey for one stage. He'll probably go to the breakaway a little bit. He could even beat 2 sort of pro continental riders last year when he was in the breakaway.
Yeah, no, it's fully mediocre. It's true.
Anyway,
Groupama.
I'm going to jump in first. Mediocre.
I was going to say the same. Yeah, they're not going to finish 5th and win the Mountains jersey with this team.
No, you're right. The exact same. We are fair, apart from with Astana.
No,
it's the exact same
fair.
story.
That is fair.
It's the exact same story with Intermarché and Groupama. They've got a versatile sprinter as their main guy, and outside of that, it's
Yeah. Oh, Cofidis.
Why are they here?
You made it you.
No, but they are not getting out of this tier. I'm not backing down.
They have a couple of Ewan favourites. Stefano Albani, Giro stage winner, by the way. Stanislav Aniokovsky, who, by the way, is in pretty good form at the moment. And Benjamin Thomas. It's filled with a couple of my favourite guys. But this is a criminally mugh team.
It's just Cofidis in general.
I don't know. They're not bottom tier.
Okay, fair. Maybe they're not Polti. But they're close.
And who else is going to be in the bottom tier?
Exactly, nobody. So we just want Cofidis need to bend the knee and get in. Come on, Scott, what do you reckon?
Ewan is thinking of his future role as Cofidis press officer, that job being on the line right now, so he's trying to save them. You don't want that job? Okay, probably not.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. I'm currently employed. What do you think? Do you think I'm being too nice?
I would say mediocre.
Okay.
Wait, no, okay, Patrick, you said what? Why are they even
I said why they're here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ewan,
Okay, that's 2 against 1 then for mediocre.
Yeah, go on. Put it in mediocre.
I was trying to be nice as well.
I knew let's about do something now.
Okay. DSM-firmenich personnel. I'd say solid team.
No, we don't
they're bringing their top guns. They're top guns of Jackson and Bardet, and then they're on form sprinter.
But Max Poole isn't coming anymore.
Oh, is he not? Oh,
no, he's not. This is a solid or very good team. It's one of those two. I think.
I want to say very good, actually.
Yeah, I could be swayed with that. I mean, the recent Turkey results have really been helping with that for sure. Bardet's looking good.
Vandenbroek going or not?
No, but that would be a cool addition.
Yeah. What do you think they're going to do? Win like 3-4 stages and have Bardet on the podium? That would be very good.
I mean, they might win a stage. I think you are massively overhyping Andreas and winning some sprints in Turkey against subpar sprinting competition.
I mean, if people thought the Biniam Gamay hype was bad, wait for the Tobias Non-Andreasen hype.
Solid team.
I want to say very good, but I might be biased here.
1 sec. I'll be back in a moment.
You're just going to go flip a coin or something. That's what he's going to do. Is he going to go consult somebody else as like an impartial third party? Who would they bring here for me to really sway my mind there?
Max Poole.
Yeah, literally Max Poole. Max Poole or Oscar Armelady or something like that.
But Gil isn't there. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. If Vandenbroek was coming here, that would be quite something. I'd rate that.
In front of me is 10 Macedonian dinar. And this will separate whether it's going to be a solid or very good. If it's heads, they don't have a head, they have a peacock. If it's a peacock, it's going to be very good. If it's not the peacock, then it's going to be solid.
All right.
It's solid.
Bang. Nothing out.
With the scientific research, you know.
You've been done there by, what was it, Macedonian?
Yeah. It's the Great Macedonian Conspiracy against Team DSM.
Take it up with their financial systems, Scott. You can't.
I don't think that's ever happened on any podcast in the whole universe.
No. Who's next on the chop block?
I think chopping block is definitely the right use of words.
What is this team?
No Kevin Vloklan or Arno Demar.
They have David Decker, who finished second place in a sprint last year, who also loves collecting shoes.
That doesn't put him into mediocre with his like extracurricular activities.
I have nothing against collecting shoes. That's a valid hobby. I think it's kind of cool.
Don't we all collect shoes in a way? Is there a certain number before you become a collector?
Stop sort of putting David Decker down. But I am going to put Arkéa on a very, very fine cliff edge between mediocre and why are they here.
I'm saying why they're here.
Wait, is David Decker the headline? No Vloklan, no Demar. Okay, why are they even here then?
It's enough team. Why is Albanese not in? You know,
that's actually incredible.
Mozzato, why is he not here? Christian Rodriguez.
Are they going to throw Albanese, Mozzato, and Demar into a Tour de France team? That's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly. So they should be sending one here, which is why they deserve to be in this bottom tier for making such a poor decision.
That's valid. Israel Premier Tech.
Oh gosh, who are they bringing?
Michael Woods is their headline act. We also have Simon Clark, Marco Frigo, who almost won a stage last year against Brandon McNulty, the man whose surname is Fridge. Ugo Ostetal, who's returned. We also have Nick Schultz and Ethan Vernon. Vernon's a decent sprinter, but there's no chance he wins a stage, in my opinion. Woods doesn't win a stage. Ostetal doesn't win a stage. This team is destined to not win a stage. They'll be in some breakaways.
They're going to get airtime, that's for sure. Like, they're going to be over the shop. I just think, I think you're right, Ewan. This is just, what is it? Solid? Like, it's fine. It's just not really going to do anything. But this is a thing based upon how good we think their start list is.
There's no Lutsenko here.
No, there isn't. So it's definitely not legendary. I'm going to go with... you really got me thinking about my decision now. I'll say solid team. I'll go my gut instinct.
I will say mediocre. Scott, you got to split this one.
Because there's no Stephen Williams, mediocre. Sorry, Israel Premier Tech. And no Jakob Poulsen.
Come off it, please.
Yeah, because that's why we have a bit of a bottom tier.
No. No. Anyway, Visma Lease A Bike, the winners of last year, obviously, while we're not, unfortunately, not going to the race, Christophe Laporte coming in, Olaf Koy, so already with the Koy factor, I can hear Patrick saying legendary. Altebrooks, Attila Walter, Jan Tratnik.
It's hard to say. In reality, they're kind of somewhere between solid team and very good. That's where they actually lie, and it's just it's going to be another split, I think. Koy is exciting, backed up by Laporte. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more sprint support for Koy, I think. They kind of see it's a very split team. Brooks could definitely finish top 5, could definitely be competing for the white jersey. I'll go with very good. I think it is a very good team. It's got good potential.
I would do illegal things if Jan Tratnik took a stage win. I would love to see that. I love that man so much.
That's a weird way to confess a crime.
Oh,
I don't want to know what illegal things you're doing.
I realize now in hindsight that was not a great choice of words. I should think before I talk. I will not be in Italy. Threatening him. It's missing a big star, I think. Sorry, yeah, Tratnik, you are not a big star yet. Just wait. Brooks has been quite mid this year, to be honest. But I think, he's Brooks. He'll finish in the Brooks zone, which is 6th through to 10th in GC, probably.
He's good at podium. I can feel it.
Brooks?
Yes.
Do you seriously think this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say... Okay. It's looking quite lonely and very good. So I will buy the bullet. And I know the comment section are already calling me a Visma Lease A Bike hater. So there we go.
I don't even like him that much, to be honest.
You just killed it there. We were trying to win the back.
You like Olaf Koy. You might not like the team, but you like certain riders. Is that a fair point?
Yeah, exactly. As does everyone. Decathlon. Oh, actually, no, this team's pretty good. I was like, who are they bringing about? But no, actually, is O'Connor, Aurelien, and Valentin, Palipentler, Alex Baudin, if my memory serves me correctly.
Damien Tuzet as well. By the way, side note, his surname is very close to the French word for an orgy. So that's what I think of every time I see his name. Bastien Trochon, Vendrame, and Larry Warbass. This is actually, not gonna lie, a pretty goated team. I really like this Decathlon squad. Is it delusional to put them in very good?
No, I don't think so. I think Vendrame looked really, really strong in Romandy, actually. He almost, he only lost the points classification to his teammate, Gordon. No, I think that this is a really solid team. I think they were very good in Tour of the Alps. O'Connor's a podium candidate in this GC field. The Palapentlers. In this field, he is.
Yeah.
Listen, Scott, Iterbrook, if you're...
Yeah, exactly. You can't knock Iterbrook and then...
No. Bedocon has been closer to a Grand Tour podium than Kino de Brooks has. And Bedocon has shown better form this year than Kino.
Well, I'm not having this flip-flopping. You're the same person that says that 4th place was overrated because of the amount of time he took on the Tignes stage, and now you're on the other side. You can't be on both sides, Ewan.
It was just a giga-brain play by O'Connor. He purposely lost time to gain more back. It's actually just 200 IQ. This is a very good team. There's no denying it.
Yeah, they'll win a stage. They could win 2. They could win 3. They could win 4.
And they could be on the podium.
They could be in some form, at some capacity.
In the same way that a lot of people could be on the podium. I could be on the podium if I was there. Realistically, I'm a star list. I'd have a shot, but, I'm not, so I won't.
No, this feels like a missed opportunity. I know we haven't even started talking about this team, but Richard Carapaz really could have been a podium contender here. Yeah, are not sending him. They are sending a former podium finisher at a Grand Tour asterisk, Hugh Carthy. Alongside him, Jefferson Cepeda's here, Andre Amador, Simon Khan, Esteban Chavez, Miguel Honoré. It's fine. Alberto Bettiol is missing.
Yeah, he is. He absolutely is. This is a solid team. It just is. It's got some good breakaway potential with Chavez and Carr. Steinhauser's quite exciting as well. Yeah, maybe Carthy can do a top 10 GC run. Yeah, it's a solid team. It's not worthy of very good because Carapaz isn't here, but They certainly can't go at mediocre. Lidl-Trek.
No Mass Pills and no Theo Gegenhardt.
But Jonathan Milan
Yeah.
and Juanpe Lopez.
Juanpe Lopez. It'd be a bit criminal to put them in mediocre, wouldn't it?
I actually think this is a really good sprint train.
Like he could win the points classification.
Yeah, it could do. Well, he did last year.
Yeah.
I just think it's a solid team, to be honest with you. I think, don't get me wrong, Milan's really good, but I think that Juanpe is just like, there's this kind of like delusion that he's just going to like some GC prospect. Like he's just he's just like an Alaphilippe from years gone by. He's just like very panache filled. He'll be entertaining, yes, but in terms of actual result, I'm not convinced it's going to be as good as people are expecting. So that's why I don't think it can excel beyond a solid team.
A second Juanpe Lopez breakaway pink jersey has just hit the Giro d'Italia. I feel it coming.
It would happen. Stage 6. It's going to happen on that gravel stage.
For real.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, solid team.
Yeah, okay. Because they have stronger climbers that they haven't brought here. I will concede the strongest sprint train, but it's so good. Jesper Stuyven at turns, Consonni, it's so strong. Fine. Solid.
Well, I think that's not can decide.
You're really think very good. That's what you're.
Okay, you're down on this Lidl-Trek thing, so fine. We'll put it in solid. In the middle, like Lidl's middle aisle, where you can get all sorts of weird stuff.
I mean, Thibaut Nesh going through the supermarket was pretty funny, doing a wheelie. I would have loved to have him in this squad.
See, if I try to do that in Lidl, I get escorted there by security. If he does it, it's fine.
I want to see you do a wheelie post up, Ewan.
If we can get this video to 1 million likes.
Ewan will go to his nearest Lidl and do a wheelie. But anyways, Movistar, obviously former winners of this race multiple times. Nairo Quintana, the big headline. Guerrero in there. Iano Rubio, who was very good last year as well. I almost want to say very good, but I know you two are going to beat me down for that. Gaviria in there as well. Palmares-wise, this team should be very good.
You are absolutely correct. Which is why this is proving to be quite tricky, because Rubio is definitely a top 10 candidate. Nairo is just this maverick, kind of like, it sounds so weird to say, like, bad boy coming back from his ban. People are quite excited, even if he isn't, being hyped up to do a lot. It's a team full of potential. Like, it really is. I know I've said that quite a bit, but it's a team full of people who could definitely get a surprise result. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Movistar got a couple of stage wins in this race. I'm going to vouch for solid team. I think it is a good team, but I can't put them on the same level as the Ineos Grenadiers.
Quintana said that he wants to go for breakaways, to be fair, in this race, which is a bit of a shame. Mm-hmm. But it's a fun Movistar squad. And when's the last time we've had a fun, exciting Movistar squad? And I would like to reward this. It's such a shame they got rid of their TV show, because it would have been so fascinating to be inside that team bus before the racing begins. Okay, Bahrain. One of the underperformers this year in terms of the UCI World Tour.
But here's the thing, though. This is a very good team.
Ooh.
It's got Taberi, who I know, barring his other stuff, did look very good at Tour of the Alps. Caruso, he didn't do very good at Romandy, but he has finished on the podium in this race before. Woutpool's won 2 breakaway victories at the Tour and then at the Vuelta last year. Keplinger's kind of like this, I don't really know what he is. He's like his time trialing breakaway guy. Torstein Tlan in here as well. We've got Bauhaus as a sprinting option. Like it's got a lot going for it. And I think it's worthwhile of putting it very good. I think it's definitely on the same level as Movistar.
Part of me agrees. Phil Bauhaus is so good at chaotic sprints. If there's a sprint where it's like there's a million right turns and like Lido trains are all over the place, Phil Bauhaus will win. Like, he just has this way of just like winning sprints quite reliably when things are just, crazy on the road. And part of me does think it is a very good team, and they are going to come back to winning ways. They'll get a couple breakaway wins. I think they might be actually one of the standout teams of this Giro.
Didn't he win the Jasper Philipsen crash stage in Tirreno as well?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
did.
That was a crazy stage.
I just think
Bauhaus is so good at them.
Yeah.
He just appears. If like there's a crash or like some deviation or I don't know, like biblical weather, Phil Bauhaus is going to be that.
I just think if there's a team in this race which is going to win like 3 stages with 3 different riders,
Agreed.
I think it's going to be Bahrain. And I think that shows a certain level of depth that not a lot of other teams have.
Then we're not going to San Marino, and then Antonio and Tiberi wins that. That would have been funny. And then he points.
Well, we are actually passing through
And he-
San Marino at the Tour de France.
And he points to the
dear.
sky. Yeah, what if he pointed to the sky when he won? No.
I'm just not gonna talk.
So
Remember that Alberto Contador celebration where he used to do the pistol?
Oh no, that's what I was going to do. No, I didn't want to do it though.
Okay.
If it did something like that.
Soudal Quick-Step. Is this the first time Julian Philippe has been at the Giro?
I think it is. He might have done it as a child.
Yeah.
I say child, probably when he was like 24. He's never done the Giro. No.
I don't know where to put this team, because I honestly, Alpha did look okay at Romandy. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if he did something here. Van Zevenot with, a top 10 in Liège, and Amstel's looking pretty good. They've got a very fast sprinter here with Tim Verlier. I mean, I was just saying about Bahrain, and if there's a team which could get 3 stage wins with 3 different riders, it would be them. But Soudal Quick-Step is quite close to that as well.
I'm very high on the Luke Lamberty hype train as well.
Is it a very good team, man?
Is it better than Lidl-Trek, though?
It doesn't, their lead-out train isn't as good, but their ability to do well in breakaways with like Alaphilippe and Van Zevenot is stronger than Wampe, who is literally like their only option.
Bajoli as well, come on.
I mean, but it's not like those. It's not that 1 week of Lombardia last year.
Okay, fine. I concede. I
mean, what do you think, Scott? Very good or solid?
I'm still bitter that DSM is in solid, so I'll say solid as well.
All right. No, that is well.
Okay.
Speaking of solid teams,
Okay. UAE Team Emirates.
I mean, if we don't put this in legendary, the comments are gonna go absolutely.
no, this is just a no. This team isn't outside of Pogacar, right? Isn't actually that good.
It is teams we're talking about, not Pogacar.
No.
Isaac Delforo not here, Brendan McNulty not here, Mark Soler not here.
Why have we got
He's
so many
got-
guys on the bench?
Come on. The famous
Brendan
goal shot.
McNulty needs to be on the start line.
Rafa Majka. Oh, Domen Novak. Juan Sebastian Milano, who, by the way, has won a number of Grand Tour stages that people do not talk about.
It's like Danese.
Wait, no, cannot do that. We cannot, seriously, we are not a legitimate cycling news people podcast where we are. If
Your
we
news,
leave
we're
Alexei
podcast.
Lutsenko at the top and with no one else, like, come on. This team is probably going to win the race.
Well, this is
They're probably going to win 5 stages. Heck, Milano might even
just
win a
one
stage.
man.
Yeah,
Pogacar. This is just a Pogacar plus. This is like a group project with a nerd and a load of like deadweights. This is what it is.
Goldschadner is not a deadweight.
Yeah, but this team could be so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. But there's so many riders on this team. Like, they have to fill. Like, somebody's got to go.
To be honest, they should just not have Milano on like their team. They should just get rid of him.
Wait, even Milano is. Wait, why even? Why is that?
I just think
because it's Milano. He's won Grand Tour sprints. Like, why was he the guy you wanted to get rid of? If you want to get rid of anyone, Rui Oliveira. Sorry, or Vega Starkelengen should be brought off the start list instead of Milano.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, there are people in this start list who should be probably replaced by somebody else. I just don't think that if you take Pogačar out of the equation, like we've done with some of the teams here, if you were to take Pogačar out of that team, it's not like that great, I don't think.
If we took Lutsenko out of Astana, where would they be?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
This isn't some kind of like, just system. This is a corrupt court. Lutsenko is the king.
Patrick, you're the crucial vote here. Where are you putting UAE?
I'm going with the argument. If Pogačar wasn't here, this would be a solid team. So therefore, with the addition of Pogačar, it has to go up to very good at least.
I'm going to vote the same.
I'm going to go very good.
Same. Sorry, Ewan.
How is it? It just can't be a legendary team. This isn't.
It's got the out-and-out contender with some solid teammates in Maika and Grosschartner.
This just isn't. No part of this team apart from Pogačar is really setting it alight for me. Like, this isn't Saxo Bank Maika in the polka dot jersey. This isn't Grosschartner coming top 10 of the Vuelta at Bora. It's just like, if Del Toro was here, it'd be like...
I know exactly what Ewan's trying to say as well.
Maika finished second at Asturias last week.
Oh, okay, no, I didn't.
And Maika was pretty good at the past couple Tours de France.
I agree.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to talk about his Giro d'Italia performances back when he was riding for Tinkoff Saxo, and or like Tinkoff said that he was a future Giro d'Italia winner.
Exactly. I'm all here on the UAE hype train.
I can see where you're coming from. I just don't fully agree.
You shut it down.
I'm not saying I fully disagree. I'm just.
Okay, which team do we each think is going to be the biggest disappointment, and then we'll go the biggest surprise as well. So we're ending on a high. We're ending on a high.
Intermarché is going to be the biggest disappointment.
Ouch.
I agree.
Because Binny's going to get done for relegating in 3 different sprints, and nobody else is going to get a break.
I don't think Binny has the form at the moment, and they don't have anything else going for them.
But anyways, surprise. Big surprise.
Decathlon. I think they have a really good sort of strength and depth.
I'm going to say Visma Lease A Bike.
Okay. Wait, maybe could it be?
Actually, no, DSM. I'll go DSM. But is that a surprise if Jakobsen takes 2 stages and Bardet finishes on the podium?
I mean, you did just suggest that the reigning champions of all 3 Grand Tours, that team could be the biggest surprise package.
Yeah. I know.
So I guess DSM is a little bit more a safer option.
Yeah, I'll say DSM.
I'm going to go with Soudal Quick-Step. I think they've had a pretty torrid classic season. I think they could start to make amends with a few stage wins. Maybe, like, if Alaphilippe wins a stage, oh boy, people might believe in Ciclismo a little bit more.
But anyways, with that, that's basically it for this special episode of ranking the team list. We'll come back and do this after, and also make sure to comment down below what you thought of our team selection. And Lutsenko, you're welcome. But with that, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and we will see you in the next one, which is episode 67.